Yeah, that was a mistake.
What?
No,
too much sun?
I think so.
It does. No, it's cool.
Because now there's a glare.
Well, I think it brings out your natural tones.
Does it?
I don't know.
See, that's better, right?
Yeah, actually, it's a little toasty. Toasty. It's like, oh my God, here, put your hand. Oh, Jesus, put your hand up there.
Okay, that may have been the most female I've ever heard JVO.
Just you wait.
Oh.
It is Car Con Carne, sponsored by Boost Mobile. I have unlimited everything on Boost Mobile. My whole family is on. Thank you. My whole family is on Boost Mobile. BoostMobile.com, or stop by any of their convenient locations and get yourself hooked up. My Samsung Galaxy S9. I swear to God, I got it for a better price than anywhere else. I priced it out all across mobile providers and retailers. Boost Mobile's the way to go. We are ready in front of Chicago Culinary Kitchen.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Abe Kanan is here. Dan Bass Levy is in the back seat. We're in Palatine at Chicago Culinary Kitchen. This place is...
it's ridiculous.
It's meat nirvana.
They're playing Pantera when you walk in.
Oh, yeah, it's loud as hell. Well, you see,
It's
right
Meat Pantera, actually, is what they're known for.
right by the front door, it says, if you are offended by the following: meat, beer, tattoos, skulls, rock and roll, this is not your kind of
There's
place.
a guy wearing a T-shirt in there that works here that says, fuck lettuce.
Yeah, instead of the U, it's just a giant steak. The symbol for a steak, which is my emoji. So we're out here. Greg, the co-owner, he owns it with his wife, Kristina. He's going to be bringing out Baltimore Pit Beef sandwiches in a little bit. I watched him make it in the kitchen. He just takes these giant slabs of meat, cuts them razor thin, throws them on an open hickory flame.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to get that. He covers it with like this horseradish creme fraiche.
Oh!
Yeah, we're going to eat well.
I've never been in a spot where you can actually see the dry aged steaks in like a cooler as you walk in.
Those big ass tomahawks.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. So before Greg gets here, Abe, something new has happened since last we spoke. You know, being unemployed, I think helps fire up the entrepreneurial spirit.
What did you call it? The Abe Kanan something agency?
The Abe Kanan temp agency.
Yeah, because like I always for instance, I made a radio station that was called the Rock of, because I own rockofchicago.com,
which is amazing.
The rockofchicago.com, and I made a rock station, and that lasted 2 weeks. I lost interest. I wrote a sitcom pilot, which I finished. I wrote a movie, which I'm almost done with.
At least you're being productive. At least you're channeling your creative energies.
But this is just stuff I've done over the years.
But this is also
that I give up on in like a week.
But this is a typical Abe Kanan fashion, is that he will dive into it 1,000%.
Here comes Greg. Here we go. Greg Koner. Come on back here, Greg.
How'd you get shotgun?
You want
first one here?
No.
It helps that he's bigger than all of us.
Could you fit back there?
No one can fit back there. That's the problem with the car.
It's made for like little girls.
I'm going to put my arm over you, and it's only because it makes it more room that way.
You're large.
That's Greg. He is co-owner of Chicago Culinary Kitchen. Oh, holy Christ, here comes the food.
Yes.
Holy God.
Where we going, guys?
To heaven. This is
in my belly.
You got the other plates, Al?
Yeah, I got it.
All right,
so I guess slide that on in. We'll make sure that grazes the camera.
This should be truck cut.
Holy crap.
Holy crap is right. Can we...
Wow, there should be U-Haul con carne. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. So oh my God. I already know I'm going to love this. Look at this sauce. I love any sauce.
Is that the creme fraiche?
No, that's actually horseradish sauce.
Why is that not showing up on the camera?
It's because your giant claws sticking over it.
I have a beef sandwich in my face right now.
That's a 50-50, so they got pork and beef on this.
Oh
my
Lord. God.
Oh, yeah, here it comes. I don't even know how we're going to do this. Abe and I are just going to hold
Thank you,
this
sir.
up. All right, so Abe, it's on you to distribute, I guess.
Thank you. And I brought the shirts that I'm wearing now are pretty much just napkins, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm wearing a black shirt on purpose.
Every piece of clothes can either be thrown out or go right to the wash.
These are gigantic. So is this a pound of beef, Greg?
This is almost 1.5 pounds. So
oh my God.
It's pork on top, beef on the bottom, and then it's got the atomic sauce on there. I couldn't call it really atomic sauce because I think people got scared that it was too spicy. But it's not.
I get that.
It's just horseradish. That's all it is.
I will attempt this maneuver. Don't try this at home.
All right, so as we're distributing, Greg, the address of Chicago Culinary Kitchen.
It is 773 North Quinton, Palatine, Illinois.
Super easy to get to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's in the strip mall, and you can smell it from about 3 blocks away. You can smell the smoke, the wood.
Man,
This is awesome.
This
I'm
is,
really happy I answered your phone call today, JVO.
Uh-huh. I can't even...
oh my God.
Oh, my nose.
You got the horseradish?
My nose.
Now, I notice we have no forks. Is that because forks are for pussies? Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't even know how to fit this whole thing in my mouth.
That's not what I heard.
But I never a sandwich, though.
Dan,
I can do the rest.
okay, I'm going to transfer this, I think.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God, that's outstanding.
I don't even know how this is working here. Thank you, Abe.
Oh, good.
Jesus.
You got to
All right.
squish it down. Squish it down.
All right, that's the master's technique
I
right
think
there. I'm going to
so.
roll up the windows to get a little more soundproofing here. So we started to describe this place, Greg, before we walked in. And Greg is a return guest, as are Abe and Dan, to the podcast. It is loud. It's a very clean, kind of a metallic look to it. Really cool vibe. There was a line out the door when I walked in here. It's funny, Greg, you suggested we do this at 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I thought, I wonder if that's going to, run right into the rush. It was timed beautifully. Literally, the rush slowed down the second 1 o'clock hit.
Yeah.
You've got this down to a science.
Yesterday, though, we ran all the way to the end. 2 o'clock plus, we were here till the end.
I love how your hours are 11 a.m. to sell out.
We sell
That's how
out.
you know it's good food.
Yeah.
When they
We
sell
only
out.
make so much.
That is a barbecue. How are you guys eating? Dan, have you had yours yet?
Sure.
So we did a video earlier. Greg just sliced this stuff razor thin, super rare, threw it on the open flame, turned it around, and you added tallow to it, right?
Beef tallow, the magic beef tallow.
To add a
Oh,
little
my
fat
God.
and flavor
this
to
is
it.
amazing.
Well, hold on my nose.
Yeah. This is great if you have allergies, this horseradish.
It's going through you.
Well, it's also called, like I said, the brand of horseradish is called Atomic. So, in there we blend
Look at
some
this.
creme fraiche. We add, we also add some
So
hot
good.
sauce in there as well, because then you'll get that little bit of heat ahead of time, and then the horseradish will come in later on down the road.
I'm always fascinated by barbecue places that everything's a go. Nothing's a bad idea.
No, well,
I want in on these like idea meetings where you're like, let's just shave 14-year-old aged steaks, throw it on a pit with every awesome spice and hot sauce, and serve it in a horseradish that can peel the paint off the car.
but it's really, this is very, very simplistic.
It's so good.
Salt, pepper, garlic goes on my rub. That's it. And we take this to about 110 degrees internally, and then it's nice and rare. And then when you shave it down,
perfect.
it goes right back on the. It gets you that other flavor then.
Man.
The horseradish. It helps you sweat.
I did a really smart thing by fasting this morning.
Oh, I didn't eat it all today. I've been to Chicago Culinary Kitchen. There's no point. Because what are you going to eat for breakfast that's going to be worth coming here afterward?
Honest.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I did one eating competition in my life.
You did?
And I prepped the exact same way today that I did.
What was it? Pierogies,
It
right?
was a pierogi eating contest.
Oh.
I came in third eating 20.
Oh, my God.
And I did the exact same prep of I'm going to have a little bit of water and pray to God that I'll grab my heart at the end of it.
We had this girl in studio who was like a competitive hot dog eater, and she was saying how great she was, and I beat her in a hot dog eating contest. I'm like, how are you a competitive eater?
Yeah.
Was
Because
she
you're
little?
competitively hungry, Abe.
Yeah.
She was actually just trying to be athletic about it.
So, Greg, I know we talked about this before, but just for people who are new to Chicago Culinary Kitchen, you open your doors with the restaurant when?
About a year and a half ago.
And has this been mostly word of mouth?
Basically, yeah. We don't have billboards or advertising or anything like that. This has just been.
Is Car Con Carne your advertising this week?
It is actually. Thank you so much.
But, man, people are lined up.
If you have good food, people find it.
That's it. That's it.
And I feel like you got one of the coolest names out of any Chicago restaurant I've ever been to.
Well, thank you.
Chicago Culinary Kitchen just sounds like a place. That's
Well,
awesome.
We made it so that we could do other things as well.
Right.
But I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be Joe's Barbecue Shack or Smoke Shack or some BS like that. I wanted, hey, I mean, we're doing steaks. We're doing a lot of different
Can you see
things.
I'm crying from the sauce?
They're good, right?
And I also do like that, every time I've ever gone to any other barbecue
Can you pass
spot,
the sauce to me?
there's always like a giant pig smiling like with a fork and a knife.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's the creepiest look like, does this pig know that I'm about to eat all of it?
I will eat
And you don't have that look. You walk in here and there's skulls and fuck lettuce with pieces of T-bone steaks is to you, and it's magical.
Well, that's just it. Merch is a part of the puzzle here.
Yes.
The merch is kind of like, I got to own that. I mean, the slogan on the door about meat, beer, and tattoos, that's on a T-shirt. The fuck lettuce with the giant steak instead of the U. I mean, you've got an image. You've got a complete vision that extends from the kitchen to what people walk out the door wearing. I love that.
You got to have it.
Ooh, that horseradish got to be good.
All right, see,
Right?
I just added the horseradish.
Pow, right in the gisser.
Uh-huh.
So you open 11 every day?
No, only Saturday and Sunday.
What time do you open the rest of the week?
We don't.
Wait, what?
We don't open.
Oh, you're only open on weekends.
Yeah, read the sign.
Oh, I thought that meant like now we're also open on the weekends.
No.
I just like that Greg is such a ball buster. He just met Abe like 30 minutes ago.
Whoa.
Dude, what happened to your eyebrow on top? Did you shave it? Did you miss?
Me? Where?
On top. On this eyebrow right up here, dude. Like, did you shave it yourself?
No, why?
That's what they call lined
No,
up.
that's the way it grows in.
No way.
Yeah, it grows in lighter over here.
No,
Now-
up here.
Are you really talking
Somebody
about his
missed
eyebrows?
it. I think you
No,
can.
that's the way it grows lighter here than here.
Oh. It's kind of cool.
It's
But
the
anyway,
horseradish. It
but
sucked
wait,
the eyebrow
wait,
right off.
back to your
I'm
place
tearing
here.
up.
Honest.
So why aren't you open during the week?
Because I want to keep it this way, so this way it's a shit show here.
It makes it well. It does make it more special to have it open Saturday, Sunday. That's kind of a like a Texas barbecue model, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, a lot of barbecue places will open during the week, but, look where we're at. We're in the heart of Palatine, so nothing really... If we opened during the week, you would not get the same freshness, and the same quality of food.
You got to like the slogan of a place that says we open on the weekends to keep it a shit show.
Yep.
And you are in Palatine. I think by concentrating the business, by focusing it on the weekend, you're going to be more
Oh,
effective.
my God.
It doesn't make sense to be open on a Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you'll get a slow trickle at best, no matter how good you are.
Exactly. Look, we're in Palatine. I mean, there's only so much foot traffic or traffic that's going to come here as well.
True.
So, that's like, can I have a napkin, please?
Oh, yeah.
Explain to me what goes into a $26 Bloody Mary and why I want it so much.
Well, it's a 32-ouncer, right?
Yeah, number one, it's 32 ounces.
Awesome.
And it comes with pig candy. And it also has 4 ounces of alcohol. So it's not just, it fits the size of the cup. So you get 2 syringes of alcohol.
Whoa.
You get one of akavit, which is a Danish liqueur.
Right.
That's right, Jay.
Yep. And then you get one
No, I'm
of
talking-
vodka.
Talking to commenting.
And what else is in there?
So vodka, we're using Crystal Skull vodka.
Oh, that's
course.
Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
And then
Horseradish.
James, you should just wear that on your face home.
Honest.
Yeah.
Badge of honor.
Make a tie of it. But
There's
yeah,
just no easy way to eat this, Greg.
Dude, I can honestly eat about 3 more of these.
I can make them happen. So this sandwich is really,
So good.
but this is not on the permanent menu. This is just a special, But
Seasonal.
I saw these guys do it in, Baltimore. There's a bunch of places that do it in Baltimore. And they just go to town doing this. So
Now, Abe and Dan, had you ever heard of Baltimore Pit Beef?
No.
Okay, so it's new to me, too. But this is a thing.
yeah, it is a thing. What I like is that it still stays within. To me, this is not just like, hey, I'm making a deli sandwich, because this is not.
No.
This is actually, this meat has been smoked, and then it's been charred again. So
Unbelievable.
And then the magic tallow that's on there.
I want to be involved in this research that you guys do for this.
Going to Baltimore.
Go to Baltimore, this is a style, I'm putting it on the menu.
We just came back from Mexico this week. We were in Mexico City, and we were in Puebla.
You and Kristina?
Nice.
Yeah, we
Kristina, your
studied.
co-owner? Whoa, horseradish. My God.
Oh, man.
Hello, Daddy. But it hurts so good, though, right?
It does.
When it's done, it's like euphoric.
Yeah.
There is an S&M quality to what's going on in here right
You
now.
see colors for that brief couple moments.
You're right. Oh,
We
my
tried a bunch of different horseradish, and that's not straight horseradish. That horseradish is cut down, because what happens is that crema in there it actually disguises it for a minute or so, and then it comes in wet.
That's the thing. It comes in kind of sweet, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, you're like, oh, wow.
all of a sudden you have like bitter beer face.
Yeah, like you inhale the lighter.
Talk amongst yourselves.
We may have lost JVO in this podcast.
I need a topic.
It's funny that keeps happening, but I keep dipping it back into
I
the
know.
sauce.
That's why I got you extra.
Oh my God! All right. So aside from the special, aside from the pit beef, what are people coming in here for? Are they going for the standards like the brisket and the pork?
Yeah. Today we also had cabritos, so we had goat today.
Ooh.
That
Go
was
on.
Amazing. That basically, so we did 2 shoulders and they roasted basically overnight. And then we added some chipotles. We actually took the reduction from all that fat and everything that rendered down from that, and we remixed it back into a sauce then.
Wow.
And we poured that back on. It was freaking outstanding.
And Greg, you started talking about Mexico. Did you bring anything back, like any food learnings or stuff you're going to apply here?
The crabs.
Not sure where
I
this
heard
is
there's an
going.
ointment for that.
There's a cream for that.
I'm the
No.
I'm
first
not
one
eating the
done.
cream, am I?
No, we didn't really. We brought ideas back. We did bring ideas back for another concept. So we did bring ideas back. So we wanted to see the source of many things. We ate a lot of bugs.
I bet.
Yeah.
On
they were-
purpose?
Yeah, they were a lot. They were very delicious.
What kinds?
We ate ants. We ate
Did
ant
you really?
larva. Ant larva was the bomb.
Really?
It was
How,
amazing.
how do you
Was it
prepare?
smoked?
How do you prepare?
No,
ants?
I think they just fry them a little bit and put it in a torch. Dude, he polished that thing.
I got nothing left
First
either.
one done.
Yeah. Wow.
Delicious.
Man, all you guys pounded that thing. I'm like a little girl here.
I'm doing the best I can here.
Yeah.
So
In
wait,
fact,
did you do research in Mexico, or were you out naked and afraid?
No, we did research.
Hey, bugs.
R&D.
Hey, larva.
We went on tours every single day.
That's unbelievable.
People were so freaking nice there.
That's cool.
I always thought that, hey, you got to watch out. It's like from that movie, what's the one that's out right now? Solario 2 or whatever,
Oh,
right?
the cartel?
Yeah.
What just happened? My device is overheating.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a new one.
So I gotta go with the iPhone, son. Samsung bullshit.
My device is overheating. Oh my goodness. Tap here to see details.
Did you dip it on the horseradish?
My
There you go. I'm sorry. Grab a napkin right
Yeah.
from you. I was smarter to take a napkin
Got it.
from your establishment before we got wicked.
All right, we're just going to power this down for right now. All right, we're back to the podcast only. Oh my God. Which is good. It means I can eat more of this.
Good.
There will be a profound hand washing when this is all over.
Right?
Hand washing it in a jus.
All right, so Greg, right before you got in the car, I was talking about Abe's new food blog, which is SLOB BLOG. Which
Slob log.
Slob blog.
A blog.
I like it.
another great URL.
Oh, so what we were talking about before you got in the car. So,
Thank you. Thanks, bud.
so first of all, when you're in radio, everyone's like, literally the next day after the loop switched to Christian rock, everyone's like, so what are you doing now? It's like, well, you don't just like walk to another radio station like that day.
Nope.
So,
You can, but nothing will become of that.
Right.
yeah.
You
You
can
can
walk
walk
there.
to any station you want.
So I'm working on some stuff, but in the meantime, I always have ideas. And I think Slob Blog's a good idea because it's like,
Paper
JVO,
towels?
you described it perfectly. You said it's a blog for the rest of us.
It's the lifestyle.
food
It-
blog.
It's
Paper
a
towels?
real lifestyle blog.
A food blog for the rest of us.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
It's like the Festivus
but it's
of
also,
blogs.
it is also a lifestyle app. So like my next one that I'm coming out with tomorrow is about Cottonelle wipes. Everyone should use Cottonelle wipes in the bathroom.
I agree with
Because
that.
dry paper just doesn't get the job done. Do you agree, sir?
Here's the way someone once described it to me. If you got shit on your hand,
I'm the one who described it to you.
was that you?
Yes, I said if a dog shit on your arm, would you just take dry paper and wipe it up? And the answer is no. You would wash it off. So how come with your ass you're happy just using dry paper? It's gross.
It is disgusting.
So do you travel with it?
Oh,
Do you have,
yeah,
do you have a
I-
pocket of it at all times?
I always have. I mean, I don't have them with me today.
Oh no, I time my shit, dude. Because
Oh,
I can't leave in the morning without. If I don't shit in the morning, then I'm not.
See, I
right.
wish I could do
agree.
that. Like
Oh, no.
I,
First thing I do when I wake up, last thing I do before I go to bed.
but see, I have emergency shitting situations literally every time I eat. Oh, there goes my phone underneath the
Dude,
seat.
you're not gonna blast my inside restaurant, are you?
No, I'll go somewhere else.
He'll come on a Monday.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing too. I'm embarrassed to do anything like that. So like, I won't walk into any bathroom.
Oh, I can't.
Where there's someone like sitting up front waiting.
Oh no, or there's somebody next to me in a stall.
I don't mind that as long as they don't see me.
I don't mind the stall. I just don't like if someone's taking a leak. I try not to crush it while they're in there. If someone is in a stall next to me, that means it's all fair game.
But see, like if I went to your bathroom, you have single stall bathrooms.
Yeah.
So
somebody's not.
I feel like you're waiting for me to come out to.
Or
judge
somebody's trying to come in to use the bathroom.
Yes.
And you don't want to be the guy that walks out going, sorry about that.
Oh, have some of that Purell?
Absolutely. Speaking of keeping things sanitary and clean. Greg, that sandwich was, anybody want some Purell?
Yeah,
No, I'm going to actually wash my hands.
Well, I'll do that too. There's a little, just prepping the hands for the soap and water.
Yeah.
That sandwich was really good.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow. The beef and the pork.
I could do that every day.
And there was just enough heat. The horseradish was intense, but it was just enough. Like it made me almost cry uncle, but it was perfect. It was exquisite.
It clears out any of the problems you're having.
The horseradish is awesome
you have
that
some
way.
sinuses or anything?
If you're eating like real hot sauce, that could stay with you for like 15 minutes. But horseradish is like
right now it's gone.
extreme. It's extreme for about 7 seconds, and then all of a sudden
it's
like it
wasabi.
never happened.
It's the same wasabi.
You got a little
effect.
garlic in your mouth right now, but that's about it. And you have that nice buttery coating from the tallow.
Yes. Let's see if I can return here as we keep talking. God, that was so crazy.
Well, your phone is right in the heat here.
I was going to say.
It is.
Could you?
I'm going to go sit in the walk-in after we're done with this.
Yeah,
You mind if I join you?
Yeah.
Seriously.
So what time do you usually end up closing?
2:30 around. I mean, we have lingerers and stuff like that. People sit around and drink, which we should probably go and have some beers right now.
You guys should have like an app where it tells people if you're packed or not. Like, hey,
We should.
there's not enough people here. Come on in. There's your chance to eat more.
But then if it says they're packed, then people aren't going to come.
Yeah, we have people that call.
Right.
We don't answer the phone during service.
No, that's true.
They're like, hey, you guys open? We don't even answer.
Would you consider opening up a second one of these in Chicago?
Yeah. Let's go.
Would it also be a weekend only spot?
No, we would do this full time then.
If you were downtown,
But
you just
isn't
pay
this-
for it.
And I don't want to, say something about something you might be working on, but isn't it way more competitive and challenging to even consider that? Like here, you're in
Yeah, but if
Oasis.
it's this good.
Out here, it's like you're giving medicine to the sick. In Chicago,
It
there's
is true.
There's so much you're up against.
Yes and no. I'll tell you right now, I would do a Tex-Mex, that's for sure.
Ooh.
I would definitely do that, do it right, because thus our travels this week.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of places in the city, whatever they are, all different type of restaurants. I don't want to bash my barbecue brothers, but but there's some chains and stuff like that, and then, I mean, you could put two barbecue places next to us, and I don't think it would affect us.
I will say that you're the only one doing like creative stuff with barbecue. Usually barbecue places are pretty cut and dry. We have brisket that's been smoked for 14 hours. We have ribs that have been smoked for, you got to try the dry rub. I mean, you just pulled out one sandwich that was better than anything I've ever had at any downtown
And
barbecue spot.
that bread pudding, I saw some guy get it. It looked ridiculous.
The ribs looked amazing, and there was
the ribs too.
and that was something that was like the least for me to look at when you have dry aged porterhouses just sitting in a cooler. So
We had tomahawks last time, right, James?
Yeah, oh my God, we
Yeah.
did. I'm still talking about those.
Abe and I were hoping you'd bring one of those out just for the heck of it.
But the bread pudding, that's made with a fireball.
Yeah.
I bet that's amazing.
Well,
So
let's
you got
go
a little bit of liqueur going on in there? Or
Whiskey.
whiskey.
Whiskey and bourbon, yeah.
Tell me more about the pork candy.
The pig candy?
Yes.
So we have the bacon, and then it gets sugar, and it gets cinnamon,
Oh,
and a little bit...
could you eat that by itself?
Of course you can.
I mean, do you sell it by itself?
Yeah, I think we still got some.
Oh,
You're saying all the right things.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
You had me at hello.
You had me at candy.
All right, so going back to this SLOB blog for a second,
okay.
as I'm trying to get the Facebook Live back up and running. We'll see if this works.
Might have to be a handheld situation.
Oh, no. Well, we'll ride this out.
Just put that AC on it.
It won't go up any higher.
Yeah.
Could you crank it up anymore?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, why didn't we know that a half hour ago?
Well, I've got it pretty well cranked.
Yeah,
So
for
we're
a
trying
senior
again.
citizen.
I'm sure the front seat's nice and chill.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us,
We're not tiny back
that's
there.
Abe Kanan. That's Greg, the owner of Chicago Culinary Kitchen, which is where my car is parked right now.
Man.
And that's Bass in the
Yes.
back seat.
If you come here, I recommend the Baltimore Pit Beef sandwich. Delicious.
It's a special, although everything here is good. Their tomahawk
Come
steaks.
here now. We're in Palatine.
They're open until they run out of food. So I had to stop recording the first. I didn't have a choice. The recording stopped, the Facebook Live, because my phone was overheated. Never seen that before. It's a little toasty outside. But before the phone died, we started to get into Abe's new blog, the SLOB blog. This brainchild he had. I'm not sure if it's brilliance or a cry for help, and I think it's probably both. So, some recent articles on the SLOB blog, which is a very entertaining read. How to keep your clothes from smelling. The best fast food sub sandwich. And my favorite...
The best chain sub sandwich.
Yes.
Because I have to separate it.
And the most recent post I read is a video post, which is the most uncomfortable thing I've read. And it's how to get more orange chicken at the Panda Express. I can't describe it and do it justice, but Abe walks into a Panda Express. He explains how to scam more orange chicken from the counter help than you would normally get. And it basically involves Abe making a weird, almost orgasmic noise when he sees the food hit the plate. What's that noise?
Well, okay, so I learned. So at the when I worked at the Merchandise Mart, we were at Q101. There was a Manchu Walk, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I ordered the orange chicken, if you make eye contact with the lady making it, and you go, like, so good, it's like you put them in a trance, and they keep spooning more orange chicken on your plate. And before you know it, your plate is just heaping with orange chicken.
Well, in the video you filmed, you walked away with two plates.
Yeah.
Do you think that would work at Chipotle?
Probably.
Yeah, same thing. It's all about getting in their head, right? Mm-hmm. You make small, like for instance, when I go to Jersey Mike's, when they're about to put the bacon on, that's when I start making really good small talk. Like, make the guy comfortable with you.
But
You want to form a relationship with the guy, and then he's going to give you what you want. Just like Chipotle. If I don't get the beans and rice, right? So I get steak and whatever else. So
Wait, no, hang on. Greg, owner of Chicago Culinary Kitchen, as you're listening to this story, do you think, Abe doesn't deserve to eat here?
You tell him to get the fuck out of here.
Well, I was gonna say,
I wouldn't do that in a place like this.
Abe is generally a charming individual. He's a good-looking fella, so when people see him there, he doesn't look weird. If I do that, I get pepper spray and get like banned from a restaurant.
All right,
So I even remotely go, all
Well,
of a sudden,
it's about the eye contact. Like,
yeah. My eye contact has landed me in plenty of cells.
You'd be talking to Kristina, and she'd probably think you're looking at her tits anyway. So,
Kristina.
But see, you
Greg's
can't
wife.
do that here because you guys don't have it. Like, I don't get to see what you're doing.
And I'm
This only
naturally
works.
scared of everybody.
But Chipotle, that's a great example. If you want more steak, make eye contact. Keep like giving them approval. Like,
Is there anything you can do to have them put guacamole and not charge you the extra buck?
I haven't succeeded in that one yet.
To Greg's point, if you were to do it here at Chicago Culinary Kitchen with his wife and co-owner Kristina, I feel like Kristina would beat the shit out of someone like
Yeah.
that.
you would.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I wouldn't try it
shoot
at a
your
place
ass.
like this. I only try it at fast food places.
Again, with the slogan, if you're afraid of tattoos and skulls, you might not want to try it.
Yeah, this is not your place. But Abe is, Abe was let go from the Loop in March, and I miss seeing you every day. But I think this is a fine result of that creativity that comes with unemployment.
Oh, yes. That's true.
You found something that, write what you know, do what you love.
Yeah, you're right. And that's all I'm doing. I'm writing about stuff I know.
Did you do the crank calls?
I did.
Yeah. So I saw you there once.
Did you come in studio?
Yeah, I brought Mancow that flag. The one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, and we talked
We
about it
had
for
that in the
2 seconds.
in our studio.
Oh, I know that
In our,
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the Mancow, whatever his office is or whatever that.
I think I'm taking that office.
You are taking that office.
For Cheese is my buddy too.
For my office.
But
Love cheese.
wait, were the
Like the one that was across from Dow.
I should go get Kristina.
But are
in
you
here.
putting like a desk in there or
Yeah.
something? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Kristina would love to come in here. Do you got time?
Of course, we always
All right.
have time for
Let me go
Kristina.
get her.
Just don't look at her breasts.
Yeah.
I'll move up the drink thing.
I'll have her fluff.
Would you mind? Would you mind having the guy bring us a glass of water?
Only if you made the sound.
All right.
Okay.
Will that equal pork candy?
Oh God.
Only if you
That's
make
a tight
the
Hold on,
sound.
I'll get some water.
I'm under the belief he's not coming back, and he's just going to sit in the freezer in there.
Say, make the sound one more time.
But there's a video. People don't believe that I actually do it.
Right.
And in the video, you could see me doing it.
You know what? Real quick, just to go back to these sandwiches that we just had. They were humongous and the size of my head. I'm still hungry.
Isn't that
I'm
It
not.
wasn't
I'm about
overly
to throw
filling,
up.
which is shocking.
I'm about 3 minutes away from an emergency bathroom situation.
That's always with you, though. You're always 3 minutes away
But
from
it was really
emergency.
good, right?
It was
It was
very
awesome.
And we each had 1.5 pounds of meat.
good. God,
I'm driving.
what a
home-
mistake.
Mistake.
I mean, just like
No way.
so. My friend sends me a picture from like probably 15 years ago when I was like way skinnier, and
All right,
and
this
then
is
I'm
Christina.
coming here to eat this.
Hey,
Come
Christina.
on in.
Hi.
Come on in.
It's hot.
Hello.
I've got the AC cranked as high as it'll go. This is Christina, co-owner
What's up,
of
Christina?
Chicago
Yes.
Culinary Kitchen. Christina,
Hi.
Abe Kanan,
Hello.
Dan,
Kanan.
Bass, Levy.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
We were just talking about your place and the pit beef sandwiches, which are delicious.
Well, thank you.
That was phenomenal.
How was Mexico?
Mexico was awesome. We basically ate our way through Mexico City and then Puebla.
So Greg said you were eating bugs and stuff.
Yes, we had, I think they're called chilupilins. That's the grasshopper. We ate some flying ants. We had a beetle. We
were
had
saying the
ant larva.
larva.
Ant larva is definitely the way to go. It looks like giant corn kernels, and it's like buttery and melts in your mouth.
Oh.
We had it on some tostadas.
But wait, is it buttery because of what they put on it, or is it just buttery?
The
It's
larva
straight
is
from the
buttery. Forget
Natural
caviar. Go for the ant caviar. Better profile.
See, it's one of those things, like, I'm sure, I've heard people talk about eating insects before. I'm sure there's probably some tastiness to be found. If I didn't know what it was before I ate it, I'd probably be fine. It's just that psychology of I'm going to
Yeah.
eat a beetle that really messes me up.
It is a little bit daunting at first. He did that with me and the beef tongue one time. I knew we had it. He asked me to eat something. I had it. It was absolutely delicious. And when he told me I was eating beef tongue, I had to take a minute and then like really force myself to swallow. And it was delicious. And I had more, but that initial thought of what you're actually eating.
I feel like that is the key, though, for someone to just say, eat this. And then they
Yes.
go, what'd you think?
Well, unfortunately, when it was the bugs, they literally would hand you the bug, and the beetle was quite large. Actually, it was about an inch long and probably about a half inch wide. And so, you know, we like cheers our little bugs together, and I popped mine in my mouth, and he acted like he put his in his mouth.
Oh,
He waited to
no.
see what I would do and how it tasted. You know, it's just like an earthy flavor.
Was it
It's almost
cooked-
like a mushroom.
Was it cooked like in a barbecue kind of a way? Was it smoked, or was it just like, hey, we just got this outside underneath
Something
the,
on a
I don't know. I don't,
underneath the car?
Yeah, the beetle, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure it was cooked in some way. But like the grasshoppers, they have different sizes, and they're like they're sautéed, and they usually have a little bit of garlic and salt. And so it's more, they don't really have a taste other than what's put on them. So you could almost use it as like a seasoning in your food, you know, like
Gotcha.
sprinkle the little grasshoppers on top.
Were you guys staying at a resort?
We stayed at the Four Seasons.
Okay, so damn.
You stayed at the Four Seasons.
Man, you guys
or
work.
ate
You guys
like
work
you're at a
2 days.
Motel 8.
You guys work 2 days a week.
Oh, no.
Stay at the
We
Four
have a
Seasons.
full-time company Monday through Friday. This is a side
Oh, what's the
business.
full-time
What's the
company?
full-time company?
It's Shockwave's promotional apparel. We actually print T-shirts, embroidery, hot fix sequence, sublimation. We have a woodworking shop there and a
Whoa.
laser. So all the signage inside, Greg actually did.
Oh wow.
Which explains the flag that he was talking about. from
yeah.
Mexico. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
so my question is, okay, so when you leave the Four Seasons, right? Aren't you afraid of being kidnapped or something?
No, I think Chicago might be worse than Mexico City. It's
Really?
like any other city. If you go to the wrong place at the wrong time, or
Yeah.
you're looking for something you shouldn't be looking for, or being an idiot in public, you're going to get in trouble. Whether
But
you're
what's
in
the wrong-
Chicago,
what's
New
the
York,
wrong-
or
But to be
Mexico
honest,
City.
I feel like if they saw me, they would take me and think that, okay, maybe this guy's a pretty weak guy. You and Greg have interesting looks, and you got the tattoos going.
Yeah.
And I think they're like, you know what, we're going to probably stay away from
I don't
those
think it
guys.
matters when they pull out 16 machetes and machine
I think
guns.
they're like, you know what, these guys are voluntarily eating larvae today. I think we're going to leave these guys alone.
No, but like my fear is that I would go to Mexico and then someone would have a gun to the back of my head, and then I'd end up, best case scenario, like almost dead.
But that can happen in Chicago or New York or the bad side of Palatine. I mean,
There's a bad side of Palatine?
there is a bad side of Palatine.
Is there a bad side?
There
of
is a bad side of
We're right by
Palatine.
Barrington. How bad does it get over here?
If you go back by Dundee and 53, there's a road called Baldwin. If you're going there from here, don't go left. You can go right. Do not go left on Baldwin.
It's like in Black Sheep. You ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah. For a while, I guess the pizza guys wouldn't deliver back there.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so,
Interesting.
Christina, I've got to ask, does Greg like us? He just got to a point in the interview where he said, all right, I guess it's time for Christina to come in here, and he just left the car. Is he cool with us?
It's the heat.
It's warm
It's
back
the
here.
heat.
It is warm back here.
He definitely loves his AC. We had a separate unit installed in the bedroom so that when it's nighttime and he's sleeping, the room could be like 55
Nice.
degrees.
I'm the same way.
That's a good man.
Me too.
I
I
like
sleep in a onesie at this point.
when I'm at home, when it's hot outside.
Not really.
I want my room to feel like a hotel.
Oh,
When
when you walk into a hotel, don't you crank it all the way
Every
down?
time.
But I'll
Every
crank
time.
it, like if it goes down to 51, I swear to you, I crank it down to
Me too.
51.
Me too.
And then when I come back to the room, it's like a refrigerator.
I love that.
And if I need to turn it up a little bit, then I will.
And I try to make it as dark as they do in hotel rooms because hotel rooms are so perfect.
Oh, yeah. You're like Elvis, right?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. It's not popular at home, but that's the way I prefer it.
Me too.
I do enjoy that. All right, so you've got the special this week. What else should we know about what's going on in Chicago Culinary Kitchen?
Oh.
She's a beer expert, by the way. She is like, she knows all there is to know about beer.
Working on my Cicerone. It's a good excuse to drink more beer. I mean, I'm doing it for research and development. You know, I got to go have a beer right now. I'm sorry. I'm studying.
It's true. She is like, she knows the ins and outs of every possible brand, type, everything. Dan, do you have any beer questions for Kristina?
What is your favorite kind of beer? I'm more of a Hoegaarden-ish, kind of like gumball head.
Okay.
Is there like one where you're like, if somebody
So you like
studies
wheats?
beer, which is the one that you chill on? Because everybody likes to go home and go, okay, I like a certain beer that I like to enjoy all the time. But you go to certain people that know so much about beer, it's like, well, for this situation, you should have this. For that situation, you have this. You just slammed 1.5 pounds of meat. You should probably try that beer.
Let's start there. Like, what's a good pairing for the pit beef sandwich?
For the pit beef sandwich, so the pit beef one, I would probably do something like a porter, or something. You know, have you ever heard of a rock beer? It's actually a smoked beer.
No.
Goes great with barbecue. But usually with beef, like I usually do porters or I do stouts because it complements, especially if you're having our brisket. We put espresso rub on the brisket, so if you have a stout and it's got those coffee notes, very complimentary. Very
I feel like
complimentary.
a whiskey would be appropriate for your guys' place. I would much rather be
We do a
chasing
bourbon
that
and whiskey
horseradish.
class. We do a bourbon and whiskey class.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's
wait.
sold out.
Oh,
but
is that the
we'll have
candied
another one.
bacon stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got people.
Hold it up.
We are.
I have to go run the register. I can pop back in.
Hey, what did you just say?
You want to try this?
Come on over.
Here, join in.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Josh.
Hey,
Give
Josh.
me 1 second.
How are you? I will try one of you.
Give me 1 second.
That's the pig candy right there, Josh.
Uh-huh.
Nice boots.
Thank
That
you.
is fantabulous.
Oh, can I have that water?
Nope.
Oh, the water?
This one?
Yeah.
Did I just drink out of it?
Oh, I thought he was bringing one out. Oh,
I'll bring you one.
oh, thanks.
So you're having a podcast in a car.
Yes.
Outside of a... I've never been here before. But I've
This
heard
place is great.
No. Best brisket I ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Palatine Fest last year, and it was this place.
Man,
So that's Abe. I'm James. That's Dan in the back seat.
Nice to meet you all.
how you doing?
Nice to meet you with my slab of bacon in my
Happy
hand.
Bacon Day.
Oh, that's so
I got to
good.
try this.
It's all about the Bacon Day.
It is. Right here, we got a bottle of water for Abe.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Here, you want me to take these?
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. This place is the greatest place on earth.
Honest. You know what's even better? If you pretend to have a podcast, they actually bring it to your car.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Don't run away. Don't run away. We got... Just drink out of this.
Sorry, I work in a restaurant, yes.
Here's the last item.
All right, we're going to roll the window back up for soundproofing here.
Oh,
All right, thanks for hanging out.
thank you.
No problem. You guys have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Look at that.
Oh my God, this bacon.
Is
This
it
bacon
good?
is out of control.
All right, let me try it.
Babe,
So, is this brown sugar on this?
there was cinnamon and sugar is what he was saying, right? Oh my God, I could do this all day.
Or is this legitimately candy?
Now that I have this water, it's a perfect pairing.
Oh my God, guys.
Man, if you bite into the fat,
The sugar on this, the savory and sweet, oh my Lord. Oh my God.
That is amazing.
This is amazing. I want to say thanks to Anthony for watching and John. Mike Cohn says, watch a John Waters movie, Pit Beef Rocks. See? I thought I'd seen all the John Waters movies, although it's been a while. I remember in high school watching Desperate Living, Pink Flamingos. That was revolutionary stuff back in the day. Probably tame by today's standards. All right, so we're talking about SLOB BLOG. Abe, if you wanted more pig candy on your plate, what would you do?
I'm telling you, go to. Oh, this guy's back here.
Stupid question. If you're going to do this place anywhere on a podcast, read what's on the wall. Have you read that out loud?
Oh, yeah, we read it.
Covered it.
Meat,
It's-
beer,
oh, yeah.
tattoos.
How's that bacon? You guys liking it?
Delicious.
It's so good. So good.
Some of the best I've ever had.
We have bacon sticks at my place. They're this thick, that long.
Nice.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Belly, just-
Damn. Oh, nice. I don't know what he said.
Yeah. Get off my show.
He already gave you the lip service walk.
Ray gave you some bacon. What else?
The
What else?
first words out of his mouth are,
Hey, what else? What else you want from us?
The first words are, you guys recording a podcast? Yes. All right, then let me keep talking.
So anyways, yeah, exactly. So go to slobblog.com and just watch the video, and then I explain exactly how to do it.
That is Abe Kanan in a video.
And see, that's just it. I was thinking about this, like I said, on my way to record today. I thought this is very quintessentially you.
Let's split this.
And I feel like I know no one else is doing something just like this.
No, exactly.
And it's a niche, and I feel like, kind of like Car Con Carne, it will succeed as long as you just keep doing it.
That's the key, is I have to keep doing it. And that's what we were talking about before he came in the car, before Greg came in the car. I always have ideas. And then I never finish them. And this one I'm going to finish.
I think you have to. I mean, it seems like the right idea. It seems like it's a pretty easy thing for you to write about. I mean,
yeah. It's interesting to write. You know, I don't write. I'm not used to writing like articles.
I know you're not.
And you do uncover things that like people don't want to talk about, but we all obviously take our shirt off at home and eat the worst kind of food.
We don't all do that.
I do that. I do it. I don't admit it usually, but Abe is right. I get home, and if I'm eating,
if you're alone, I mean, if there's someone over, of course you're not going to take your shirt off.
My wife is used to it.
You have kids and a wife,
My
Jay?
wife is
I'm not eating shirtless over the sink with the family in the other room.
Well,
be right there.
Well, if you're home alone,
hold my shirt.
If you're home alone and you get like Mexican food or something,
yeah,
you have to take your shirt off. Because I can't stand people who smell like food.
Well, we're all going to smell. I got bad news. We're going to smell like food.
Well, I'm going to take a shower after.
I'm going to be sweating out this food.
But see, I'm not going to be like, for instance, playing poker and sitting next to you.
Right.
Which is when I smell people normally.
Oh yeah, no. When I come home, the shirt's coming off.
Yeah.
I'll probably change my shorts.
And it's fine if you take all you have to do is take your shirt off and change it, and that usually takes care of it. Maybe brush your teeth.
Well, for sure.
See, I disagree. I really like walking around smelling like mesquite for the next 12 hours.
The one thing I miss in shaving my beard is that bonus meal, later in the day where I'd move my tongue around, I'd get all kinds of unexpected delights from earlier meals. Miss that.
Like the Naked Gun where you have half a banana in there?
All right. So slobblog.com, we can see that video. The orange chicken video is, like we said, it is quintessentially Abe Kanan. It is. Meanwhile, the Abe Kanan On Hold podcast continues.
With bass.
With bass in tow.
Yes.
Observational stuff, always very funny. And, we talked about the loop going away. That was back in March. You were cut loose as part of that, which was tough to be around, a tough situation. Can I ask you, I mean, I probably hate this question. Is there anything on the horizon? I mean, does the question piss you off?
I'm working on some things, I could say.
All right.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I think something could happen. But, see, that's the thing. Going back to what we were saying before, it's like, in radio, you don't just walk into your next job.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's the truth. There's a lot of patience you need to get to that next gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of there's a lot of people saying this could happen. This could happen. We could give you a call.
Let me tell you something too. I feel like I'm the exact same person as when I was working at the Loop as I am now, okay? A lot of people, I feel like when they're out of work, they turn into these pathetic losers, and then the minute they're back working, all of a sudden they're the king again. It's like you can't be an asshole when you're working and then be pathetic when you're not working.
I agree.
Right.
You have to act and like one thing that really is annoying are people who don't return emails. People that I understand. Okay, let's say I email Ryan Seacrest, right?
Right.
Ryan Seacrest, can I work there? And he doesn't email me back. I'm not offended by that. But some guy who was pathetic, a year ago, all of a sudden now won't reply to an email.
Right.
When they were
somebody that and you helped when they were pathetic, and all of a sudden you're out of a gig, and they're not responding to you is the worst.
The universe, the world is too small to be an asshole.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just be nice, and that's a key. If you're always nice to everyone, and I don't have to work at a radio station. That doesn't define me as a person. However, I want to work at because that's what I love doing.
You're very good.
It's my favorite thing to do. But it's like you just have to be a normal, regular person at all times, because the minute you turn into that asshole,
I just don't get that behavior. I just don't get that behavior.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so we're going to stop recording before my phone explodes. I want to thank Megan for watching, Norman and John.
Norm!
And Corey, who just jumped on. Thank you for watching.
Corey all the way from Philadelphia.
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, wow. Thank you for watching all the way from Philadelphia.
Look at Matters on Facebook.
Well, I think that's cool. I mean,
No, I know, but it's funny. Like it doesn't matter though. because
Carcon Carne
everyone's
brings
on the
people
same
together.
page
Uh-huh.
on Facebook.
It's a national gathering of food.
Oh wait,
excellence.
I can go back here. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Patrick.
Oh, Peter Bolger.
Thanks, Peter Bolger, for watching.
He works.
Hi, Peter.
He works with you, both you guys.
Yeah, he does. Blair, Corey Hance, Mickey, fabulous local musician.
Jay the Gay, the official secretary of every show I've ever done.
Rob.
That's Jay Gelkis.
Dan Schwimmer's watching. This is great. John, Brandon,
Joe Letty. He worked at the Zone.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
How do you know that? You didn't work at
Sales
the
guy.
Zone.
I knew him because my boy Sludge worked with him.
I remember.
And I met Joe through Sludge, I think.
I miss Sludge.
I know that.
You know I
Santiago?
got hired to work at the Zone?
All right, hang on. We're about to overheat. I'm getting
Oh,
the message,
shit.
so I'm going to stop the Facebook Live. Thank you for watching.
See you on the podcast.
Everyone's looking at us right now like we're the lions at the zoo.
Exactly.
Or like the gorillas in the cage.
Welcome to my world. I mean, I'll be sitting in a parking lot waiting for my kid to come out of like baseball practice, and people walk by the car, and I'll be sitting in there, and they'll just look at the car, and they'll stop. They'll walk around the car and look at what's on the side, trying to process what it is. And I do feel like an animal in a zoo. It's the strangest thing. Yeah, it's a food podcast in my car. I don't know.
Fantastic.
The podcast is Abe Kanan on hold. SLOB blog is up and running. It is glorious. It is absolutely 100% Abe Kanan. This is
And if you're listening, when will this be posted? This podcast?
later this week.
Okay, so available now. My article on Cottonelle wipes.
Fantastic.
Available now.
So I guess it was you who always said you wouldn't wipe shit off your hand with a paper towel.
Yeah, because if you shit on your arm, and I went like this with the, if you could hear that on the mic,
Yeah.
if you wipe it with dry paper, there's a smear of shit on your arm.
Right, that doesn't get the job done.
It doesn't at all get the job done. It's probably if a dog shit on my arm, I think I would have to take a shower.
I'd have to amputate.
Right? Yeah.
Forget the shower. I'd have to say goodbye to the arm.
So like,
It was
I
nice
don't want to
knowing
get
you.
I don't want to get graphic about your ass, but I mean, you know,
Starting now.
I mean, stuff smears on either side. I mean, it's just sick. So like, the dry paper just doesn't get the job done. Once you use wipes, you'll realize how disgusting you were for not using them. The minute you start using,
There's no better way to close the show than that line right there. That's it. There's no better way to end that.
the world of Abe Kanan is one you cannot exactly just leave once you've entered inside of it.
Base, is there anything I should be plugging of yours?
No, I'm good.
And that's not code? All right.
No, I'm good. I do have my own website. It's called Dan Levy Media, but that's more for voiceover stuff.
So if a
maybe
movie
people
producer,
are listening and they want to
Well,
have
if
the
you-
best
if you're looking
voiceover
for
guy
a
in the
new
game.
voice for any of your stuff, DanLevyMedia.com. That has all my stuff.
maybe someone from Disney's listening right now saying, I need a
Or maybe a radio station needs a voice.
Well, there you
Right.
go. DanLevyMedia.com.
There it is. Abe Kanan on hold. Abe and Base, thank you for again joining me. Although this was an easy sell, I have a feeling because of Chicago
Yeah.
Culinary Kitchen.
Yeah, that
Well,
was.
considering you walked into my studio and said, Abe is down. We're going to Chicago Culinary Kitchen. Are you in?
Yeah, that was pretty easy, right?
Is that a
Yeah.
weed shop? Or, oh no. Okay.
That's a pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, there's weed in there.
You know, there's-
it's all green, and I know what you mean. Like a lot of medical marijuana places are like blatantly.
I was
marijuana.
on. I
if
think
you see the green cross, it means they got weed.
it was either Ogden and Damon or Ogden and Ashland. There's a humongous medical marijuana place. It's one of the biggest I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a hospital.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Carcon Carne is sponsored by Boost Mobile. Abe and Dan are sponsored by no one because they keep it fucking real.
Yeah.